we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in the rain?
When the hurly-burly is done, when the battle is lost and won. That's what we hear, the set of sun.
Where's the place?
Upon the heath, there to meet him. Macbeth,
I come as Grey Malkin.
Haddock calls,
Anon. Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and the filthy air!
oh, hail the King of Scotland!
What bloody man is that? He can report to Seamuth by his plight of the revolt, the new estate.
This is a surgeon, who like a good and hardy soldier fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend, and say to the king the knowledge of the broil, as thou dost speak.
Doubtful it stood as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their art. For merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel, and to that, the multiplying of villainies and nature do sworn upon him. From the western isle the kerns and gala glasses is supplied, and fortune, on his damned quarrel smiling, showed like a rebel's whore. But all's too weak, for brave Macbeth he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with brand of steel, and smoke and bloody execution, like Valor's minion, carved out his passage till he faced the slave, which never shook hands, nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the naves to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
O valiant cousin, worthy gentleman, so well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack upon them both. We're getting back to Surdens. Who comes here? That haste look through his eyes, so should he look that seemed to speak things strange.
God save his king.
Whence canst thou, worthy fame?
Go back, Richard. There's no way back. Get out of the sky. Find out the meaning. You mean this song. Don't get terrible. Sister, my mother. Throw your drink off. Bend the force. We're gonna dismal conflict so that colonial gravity not improve. Confronted it with self-compassion. Point gets point. Revenge. On gets down. And curving his lavish spirit. To conclude, the victory fell on us.
Great happiness.
That now. Swear now. No way scheme. Craves composition. No one be dying and bury over his men to be dispersed as thing comes in. $10,000 for general use.
No more that Fane of Cawdor shall deceive. Our bosoms interest. Go pronounce his present death, and with his former title, greet Macbeth.
See it done.
What he hath lost, no more Macbeth hath won.
The wayward sisters hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus to go about, thrice to thine and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up none. Peace and charms well done.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far is it called to Forest? What are these? So withered and wild in their whole attire. They not look like inhabitants of the earth. But yeah, on it. Live you! Or when put to a manly question.
Hail to thee, fame of gladness.
All hail to thee, all hail Macbeth, fame of Cawdor. All hail Macbeth, a shabby king.
Good sir. Why do you start and seem to fear? Things that sound so fair.
Hail! Hail! Hail!
Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, but yet much happier. That shabby king that we know. So hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By sinless death I know I'm Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and the king stands not within the prospect of belief.
The earth hath bubbles, as the water does, and these are them whither they vanished.
Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted as breath into the wind. Would they'd stayed?
Who's there?
The king hath happily received. Macbeth, the news of thy success, to give thee from royal master thanks, only herald thee into sight, not pay thee. And for an earnest of great honour, he bade me. From him, the Thane of Cawdor.
What? Can a devil speak truth?
Cawdor lives, why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Yours the Thane lives yet, but on the edge of judgment. Place that life which he deserves to lose.
Glamis and Cawdor, the greatest is behind. Thank you for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
The instruments of darkness tell us truths. Winners of your honest trifles and deepest consequences. Cousins, well, I pray you.
Two truths are told as happy prologues to the swelling acts of the imperial theme. Thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why have it given me earnest success commencing in the truth? Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
My worthy Macbeth, I'm at your kindest leisure.
Give me your favour. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your pains are registered where every day I turn the leaf to read them. Think upon what I've chanced, and in more time, the interim having weighed it, let us speak our free arch each to other.
Very gladly.
So then, enough. Come, friend.
His execution done on Cawdor.
I've spoken with the one that saw him die. He did report very frankly that he confessed his treasons, implored your highness pardon, and set forth a deep repentance.
There's no art to find a mind's constructing the face. He was a gentleman whom I built in absolute trust. Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee and will labor to make thee most full of growth. Noble Banquo, that is no less deserved, nor must be known, nor less that hath done so. So let me enfold thee and hold thee to mine heart.
There if I grow.
Sons, kinsmen, fanes, and knew whose places are the nearest. We will establish camp upon our eldest Malcolm, who we herein name the Prince of Cumberland. To hence in Inverness and bind us further to you.
I'll be myself the harbinger and make joyful the hearing of my wife of your approach. So humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
Prince of Cumberland. That is a step on which I must fall down, or else overleap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires. The eye winketh the hand, yet let that be, when it is done, to see.
They met me in the day of success, and I've learned by the perfect report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned to desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came misses from the king, who all held me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these wayward sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with, Hail, King that shalt be. This how I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the juice of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear. The raven himself is hoarse, that cloaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all ever after, thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant any presents and I feel now future.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that rose see. Your face, my lady, is a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. They are welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. The altar fade wherever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
The castle have a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself upon our gentle senses.
The temple holy monarch does approve by his love missionary. I've observed the air is delicate.
See, our honoured hostess. The love that follows us sometimes is our trouble, which we thank us love. Herein I teach you how you shall give good heed to your pain and thank us for your troubles. What is my word we call you? He calls him at the hills and had a purpose to be his purveyor. But he rides well, and his great love, sharp as this spur, upholden to his home before us. Give me your hand, conduct me to mine host. We love him greatly, and will continue our graces towards him by your leave, hostess.
If it were done when it took done, when it were done quickly, if the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch of his success, but his blow might be the be-all and end-all. Here, upon the bank and shoal of time, I jump the life to come. But I have no spur to put aside in my intent, only vaulting ambition which overleaps itself or falls on the other. How now, what news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Has he asked me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He's honoured me of late.
Was the hope drunk, wherein you dressed yourself? And waits it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely?
Prithee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man, who dares do more as none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? I have given suck, and know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn, as you have done to this.
If we should fail?
We failed. But screw your courage to the sticking place, and will not fail.
I'm settled, bent up, each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, to mock the time of fairest show. A fool's face must hide, but a fool's heart not know.
Who's there?
A friend.
What? Not sit at rest? The king's abed and he hath felt unusual pleasures and sent great largesses to your office. I dreamt of the three wayward sisters last night. To you they show many truth.
I think not of them. But when we can entreat an hour to serve, we can spend it upon that business if you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
It shall cleave to your consent. It shall make honour for you. Good. Repose the while.
Thank you, sir.
Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, and be clutchy. I have thee not, yet I see thee still. Art thou a fatal vision, sensible as to feeling as to sight? For art thou but a dagger of the mind, or false creation, proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee still, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou masterest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Whilst I threat, he lives. Worse to the heat of deed, cold breath does give. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What have quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! Peace. Alack, I'm afraid they have awaked and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. My husband,
I have done the deed. Dost thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now,
As I descended?
I,
Hark, who lies in the second chamber?
Donald Bay,
Oh, this is a sorry sight.
a foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
Methought I heard a voice cry. Sleep no more. Macbeth and Mervyn sleep.
What do you mean?
Till it cry to all the houses. Sleep no more. Glamis and Mervyn sleep. Therefore call us to sleep no more. Macbeth and sleep no more.
Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear the sleeping groups with blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Who can I to ken I dare not.
Infirm of purpose. Give me the dagger. I'll guide the faces of the group with all, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me, when every noise appalls of me? What hands are here?
I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy is it then? Your constancy hath left you unattended. Hark! More knocking. Get on your nightgown. Lesser occasion call us and show us to be watchers. Be you not know so call in your thoughts.
To know my deeds, I best not know myself. Awake thou, Duncan, with thy knocking. I would thou couldst.
There's a knocking indeed. If a man were a porter of Hellgate, he should be up by the time he's done with the gate. Oh, knock, knock, knock. Who's that in the name of the Lord? It's a farmer who hung himself on the expectation of plenty, but could not equivocate to heaven. Knock, knock, knock. Who's that in the name of Beelzebub? An equivocator who could swear both the scale against either scale, but could not equivocate to heaven. Knock, knock, knock. Who's that in the other devil's name? An English tailor. Come hither for stealing out of a Frenchman's hopes. Here you may roast your goose. Never. Knock, knock, knock. Never quiet. This place is too cold to be hell. I'll devil porter it no further. To think that I have let in some of all professions the primrose way into an everlasting bonfire. No, I pray you remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend? Here you went to bed, that you lie so late.
You were carousing until the second cock and drink, sir. It's a great provoker of three things.
What three things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, latery, sleep, and urine. It unprovokes and provokes. It provokes a desire, but it takes away the performance.
Is thy master staring? Nothing has waked him. Here he comes.
Good morning, noble sir.
Good morning, bud. Is the king stirring with you? Not yet. He did command me to call timely on him. I have almost slipped me out. I'll bring you to him. I'll make so bold to call, but this time he says.
Here's the king hence today.
He does, he did it once, sir.
The night has been a rude. Well late, our chimneys were blown down. And as they say, panic is heard in the air. Strange screams of death, prophesying of acts of terrible. That could wash and confuse events. You had to do all the time.
So it was a rough night.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made its masterpiece. most sacrilegious murder now broke open the Lord's most anointed temple and stole thence the life of the building.
What is it you say? The life?
Me knew his majesty.
Approach the chambers and destroy your sights with a new Gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See, and then speak yourselves. Awake, awake! Ring the alarm bell, murder and treason.
What is the business then? That such a hideous trumpet caused to parley the sleepers of the house. Speak! Speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak, for the repetition in a woman's ear could murder as it felt. Oh, Banquo, Banquo, a royal father's murdered.
Whoa! Alas! What, in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Duff, pretty contradict thyself, please.
Oh, what is amiss?
You are and do not know it. The spring, the fountain of your blood, the very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh?
By who?
Those of his chamber, as his dean had done it. The hands and face were all battered up with blood. So are the pillars. No man's life should be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me on my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who could be wise, amazed, temperate, furious, low, and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition of my violent love outrun the pauser of reason.
Oh! Oh! What should seem so for our fate?
No, a strong thought.
Look to the lady. We shall meet up later. The question is the most bloody piece of work. In the hand of God I stand to fight against this undivulged presence, treacherous malice.
And so do I.
So!
Let's briefly put our manly readiness on and meet in all together.
Well contented.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office, which the false man does easily. Out to England.
To island eyes, we can live for our parents' fortunes. It's not safe for us here. There are daggers in men's smiles. The nearer, bloodier.
This murderous shaft that has shot has not yet lightened, and our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, let us not be leave or dame taken. There's warrant in this fair, which seals itself where there's no mercy left.
Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's two sons are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them the suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still, breathless ambition of raven up. For his fang, and tis was like, the sovereignty will fall upon my back.
Thou hast it now. King Cawdor Glumps, all as the wayward sisters promised. Yet I fear thou shalt play foully for it. Yet it said it shall not stand in posterity, and I shall be the father of many rich kings. But hush no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been had a gap in our great feast, and open and becoming.
We hold a solemn supper tonight, sir, and I request your presence. If I'm not at feast.
So I shall not.
We hear that our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and Ireland, not confessing their full parasite, fearing their heroes a strange invention. But about tomorrow, till you return at night. Ghost flails with you.
I am my good lord.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot. Let every man be the master of his time. Sir, I urge you. Attend as men of pleasure.
The armor lord, like the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears and Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. He cheated his sisters when they first put the name of king upon me. He bade them speak to him then, prophet-like. They held him father to a line of kings, and upon my head they placed a fruitless crown. For Banquo's issue have I filed my mind, and for them the gracious Duncan have I murdered. Who's there? Now go to the door, and stay there till I call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
Yes, my lord.
Well now, have you considered of my speeches?
We are men, my lady.
I in a catalogue you go for me, as hounds, greyhounds, mongrels, spaniels, curs, shops, water rugs, demils. I collect all in the name of dogs. Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine. But I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from a common eye, for sundry weighty reasons.
Though our lives.
Your spirit shine through you. Within the hour I would advise you where to plant yourself. Acquaint you with the perfect spider time, the moment on it, for it must be done tonight.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'll call upon you straight. Abide with him. It is concluded. Banquo, thy sole flight, would find heaven, must find it tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
He is, my lord. He will return again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madame, I will.
Naught had, all was spent, while desires got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy, than by destruction dwell in tower of Troy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone?
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. Duncan is in his grave after life's fitful fever. He sleeps well, treason has done his worst, nor still, poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle lord. Sleep all your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
And so shall I, love, I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo, presented eminent with both eye and tongue. Unsafe the while, we must lave our honours with flattering streams, making our faces visitors to our hearts, disguise what they are.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest child, till thou applaud the deed. So prithee, go with me.
Good bid thee stand with us.
Macbeth. He needs no armor's trust as he delivers our offices.
Then stand with us. So as gentle misses some streak of day, our spurs lay to their pace, and in time again near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark, I hear horses.
Then 'tis he who knows of our receptions. Horses go about.
It will rain tonight.
Let it come down! Oh!
O treachery! Fly, Defiance, fly! If thou mayst revenge, O slave!
Must kill me.
One down, seven is fled. We have lost the best half of our affair.
Let us away, see how much is done.
You're now arrived in Greece. Sit down. First and last, the hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
You see their encounter with their heart thanks. Both sides are even. I sit in the midst. I be large in mirth. Anon, We'll drink to measure the table round. There's blood upon thy face.
'Tis Banquo's name.
Tis better without than thee within. Is he dispatched?
His throat is cut, I did for him.
Thou art the best of the outbreaks.
My good lord, Flames has escaped.
Here comes my fit again. Is Banquo safe?
His body safely abides in the ditch, with 20 trench gashes through his face.
Thanks for that.
Please, may your highness sit.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold, and that is not often vouched. While 'tis a making, 'tis word given with welcome. To feed with best at home. From thence the source to meet a ceremony, and meeting will bear without it.
Sweet remembrance, son. Come, good digestion, wait upon appetite, and love and health on both.
Please, your highness, please sit.
Here has me here, our country honours roofed, for the graced person of our Banquo present.
His absence, sir. To grace us with your royal company, please sit.
Table's full.
Is the place reserved, sir?
Where?
Here, my good lord. What shall that mean to your highness?
Which of you have done this?
Oh, my lord?
No, I cannot say I did it. Never shake thy glory locks to me!
Gentlemen, rise. Your highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus and hath been all his youth. Upon thought he will have lived well. This is the very painting of your fame. This is the airborne dagger which you said led you to Duncan. My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health from both. Twice it down. Give us a one, feel full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our being Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here? To all, and to him, we thirst. All to all.
Of food and flesh.
God, and quit my heart. Let the earth hide thee. Thy bone to Maris, thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes. Let us glare with. You paint the strength and disposition that I own. You can behold such sight and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks. While mine is so blanched with fear.
What's that, my lord?
I pray you, speak not. Question enrages him. He grows worse and worse. At once, good night. Send not upon the order of the going, but go at once.
Good night, and better health.
A kind of good night to all.
Here will have blood, they say, blood will have blood! I will tomorrow, and betimes I will to the way of sisters. More should I speak, for I am bent to know. The worst means worst, for mine own good. All causes shall give way, for I am in blood, that if I were to step to no more, returning as were tedious as go over. Strange things to head that will to hand. They must be acted ere they must be scanned.
You, lack the seasons of all natures. Sleep.
Come, let us to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hardies. But yet we are young indeed.
Thrice the branded cat had meowed.
Rice and a hedge pig wine. Humper Christ, it's time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison intel's thrown.
Fill it, belly snake. Let the cauldron boil and bake. Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire burning, cauldron bubble. Scary dragon too. Witch's mother. Oh my god. Double, double, toil and then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked is way to come. Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is it to do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess, however it is that you come to know it. Answer me!
Say if thou hearest from his mouth or from our masters.
Call him, let me see him.
Speak.
Demand.
Will answer. Come high or low, thyself and office deftly show.
Macbeth, beware Macbeth, beware the fame of fight. Dismiss me, enough.
Whatever thou art, but I would caution thanks. For one much more.
Another more potent than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man. For none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
He lives, Macduff. What need I fear of thee?
Be lion-mettled, proud, and taking care, who chafes, who frets, or where conspires are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be, until great Burnham Wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forests and bid the trees, and unfix his earthbound route? Tell me, if your art can tell so much, will Banquo's issue ever reign upon this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and let your eternal curse fall upon you. Let me know. Where are they? Gone? And does Paddy Casal stand accursed in the calendar? Come in without there.
What's your grace's will?
Saw you away, sisters?
No, my lord.
Come they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infect bid the air upon their ride, and damn those that will trust them. I heard the galloping of horses. Who was it that came by?
2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word. Macbeth is fled to England.
Fled to England?
I am a good lord.
Castle of Macduff, I will surprise. Seize upon fire to the edge of the sword. His wife, his babes, and an all unfortunate souls that trace him to his line. No boasting like a fool. I'll do this deed before purpose calls. Where are these gentlemen? Bring me where they are.
You must have patience, madam.
He has none. All his actions, his fame make us traitors.
You know not whether it was wisdom or faith.
Wisdom? To leave his wife and his babes and his merchants in a place? From whence his flight? He loves us not. All he wants is the natural touch from the poor wren, when the most diminutive of birds will fight for her young ones in the nest against the owl. So run against all reason.
My dearest cousin, I pray you, school yourself. For your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, best knows the fix of thy season. But they float upon a wild and violent sea. Things at worst would cease, or else climb upward to what they were like before. My pretty little cousin, blessings upon you.
Bless you, fair lady. I'm not known to you, but in your state of honor, I'm perfect. I doubt some danger approaches you nearly. Take advice from a homely man. Be not found from here with your little ones. Methinks I'm too savage to fright you, and too nigh of your person to do you wrong. I dare abide you no longer. Heaven preserve me.
Whether should I fly the land, even though I have done no harm? But I remember now, I am of this ugly world to do so. It is often laudable to do good at times, but it's an accounted dangerous folly wild and alas. Should I put up this womanly defense and say I've done my harm?
Where is your husband?
I hope not in a place unsanctified.
He is a traitor.
You murderer! Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, like good men, who stride our downfall and burden. Each new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds. As if it felt with Scotland, like a syllable of God. I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is a good and imperial child, may recoil.
I have lost my hopes.
Perchance even there where I did find my doubts. Why in the rawness left you wife and child? Those precious motives, those strong knots of love, to leave without taking. I think with all, our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps and it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to our wounds. There will be hands uplifted in my right. For all this, for an eye shall tread upon the tyrant's head, and wear it on my sword.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned than evils to top Macbeth.
Macduff, noble child, wipe the black scrupulets. Devilish Macbeth. As many traitors have sought to win me into his power, but modern wisdom plucks me over credulous haste. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. 'Tis hard to reconcile. See who comes here.
My countryman, but I know you not.
My ever gentle cousin, welcome hither.
I know you now. Good God, bedtime's moved. That means make us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stands Scotland where it did?
Our national country, almost afraid to know itself, cannot be called our mother but afraid. Now's the time of help. Your eye in Scotland will create soldiers and make our own women fight, to doff die the distresses.
Be it their comfort. We have good seawards and 10,000 men, none that Christendom gives out.
What I could answer this comfort with a life, but I have words that be held out on the desert sea. Let know your ears, despise my tongue forever, which possesses them with the heaviest of sounds that they yet heard.
I guess at it.
The castle has been surprised. Your wife and ladies have been savagely slaughtered.
My children too?
Wife, servants, children, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence. My wife killed too?
I have said.
Merciful heaven. What man? Never pull your hat upon your brows.
He has no children. Wait, did you say all? Oh, hellkite, all? What? All my pretty chickens, and they down at one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so! But I must feel it like a man.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger, blood not the heart, but enrage it.
Bring down this fiend of Scotland, and myself. Within my sword's length set him. If he escape, heaven should forgive him too.
The time goes manly. Come, man, we go to the king. Macbeth is ready for the shaking, and so is the power above him. Our lack is nothing but a leave. The night is long that never sees the day.
I have 2 nights watch with you, but can see no truth in your report. When was it she last walked? Since His Majesty went into the field, I noticed her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown on, unlock a closet, take out all the paper, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again rise back to bed. Yet all this whilst both fast asleep. No, here she comes. Observe her. Stand close. You see, her eyes are open. Aye, but her sense is shut. What is it she does now? Look how she washes her hands. And a custom action of her, that's washing her hands. I noticed to continue this in a quarter of an hour.
Yet, here's a spot. Out, damn spot, out, I say! One, two. Why then? It is time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a beard. What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account? But who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him? Do not. The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will these hands never be clean? No more of that, my lord. No more of that. You mar all with this. Go to. You should remember what you know.
She has something she should know. I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Will she go to bed now?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural thoughts. She doesn't need a doctor. She needs a church, in fact.
Good night, doctor.
The evening power is laid on by Malcolm and the good Macbeth. What does the tyrant say?
My son today is strongly fortified. The sunshine man, I was the lesser hatred. You call it valiant fury. But to certain, he did not follow his distempered cause and himself to rule.
His secret brethren sticking on his hands. Those he commands with only in command. Nothing in love. Now does he feel his title and looks about him like a great rose. Who then shall blame? His present senses to recoil and start, and all that is within him does contemn himself to be there.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all, till burning wood come to Dunsinane. I cannot take to fear. Who is this boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences pronounce me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man born of a woman shall ever have power upon thee. Satan!
What's your gracious pleasure?
One is more.
What is confirmed, which is reported?
I'll fight till my flesh be hacked. Give me my armour.
Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Send out my horses. Skirt the country round. Have no talk of fear. Give me my armour. How is your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord. As she's troubled with fixed-coming fancies.
Cure of that. Has now not resisted to the mind disease. Pluck from the memory of rooted sorrow. Raise out the written troubles from the brain. And with some sweet oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff.
Very impatient. Must minister to himself.
Throw physiques to the dogs. I'll none of it. Satan, send out. Doctor, the thanes fly from me. Thou couldst, doctor, cast the water from my land and find her disease, and purge it to a sound and pristine health. I will applaud it to the very echo, and it will applaud again. Pull it off, I say. What rhubarb, senile, or purgative drug can scour his English hence? Hearest of him?
Aye, my good lords. Your royal preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after us. I cannot be afraid of death and bane, till Burnham Wood come to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane, away and clear, prophet again should draw me in.
Hang out the banners on all the outward walls. The cry is still. They come. What is that noise?
It's my queen, my lord. She's dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps at its petty pace from day to day, till the last syllables of recorded time, and all our yesterdays like fall to dusty depths. Out, out, brief candle! Life is but a walking shadow that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, till it is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Will I use thy tongue? Thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I shall report that which I say I saw, but to know not how to do it.
Or say, sir.
As I stand my watch upon the hill, I look upon Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar! Slave!
Let me enjoy your wrath, if be not so. Within this 3 miles, may you see it coming. I say a moving grove.
Ring the alarm bell. Blow in. Come rack. And this will die with harness on our back.
What is thy name?
Thou'll be afraid to hear it.
Thou hast caused thyself a name hotter than you know.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce a name more hateful to mine ear.
Nor more fearful.
Last lie, tyrant. With this sword I shall prove to you. Speakest that you lie. Ah!
I was born a woman.
That way the noise is.
Tyrant, show thy face! Why should I, blade, a Roman forward, die to mine own sword, as I see lives the gasseted veteran upon them?
Turn, hounds, turn!
All men else, I've avoided thee. Give thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloody fool. That terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labour. I bear a charmed life that will not yield to thee of woman born.
Spare thy tongue, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macbeth was born from his mother's womb. Untie thee, wretch!
Cursed be the tongue that tell me so. I will not fight thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and lifted with the show in gaze of thine, will have thee, as our bearer monsters are, painted upon a pole, under it. Here you may see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, or to be baited with this Ramble's curse. Though Burnham would come to Dudson name, and our opposers of woman born, I will try the last. Before my body, I will throw my warlike shield. Lay on Macbeth. I damn him that first cries hold enough.
He's worth no more.
Hail, King, for so thou art for which it stands. usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed as thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time. My thanes and kingsmen, henceforth be earls. I thank you for fighting this war. Call our friends abroad that were escaping the wrath of this butcher-like king and his so-called queen that seems to take our own life with our own hands. We will proceed in time, place, and measure. So thanks to all and all at once to see me crowned at Scone.